so bloody boring, and I don't think it's set up too well to let you grind. You can only run back on the corridors you've been doing, but when you go back to a save point and exit, then the enemies regenerating. I can see what they were trying to do. It's handy enough, but it just ruins the world a bit for me. For what there is. I mean, the story is just all about these powerful beings who stamp the doodahs on humans and turn them into slaves, and there's some religious gubbins, some religious organisation that's killing all these people like these who have been stamped. This here is vanilla. It was another annoying sidekick, and as you can see, it's not like with the other Final Fantasies where you would have the choice to just go off and be a different character completely. You get stuck with them for huge amounts of time. Now, luckily, you can just avoid the battles, and to its benefit, at least you can actually see all the enemies. There's no random battles. These are quite long, drawn-out ones, by the way. This is just why I'm avoiding them. Bloody hedgehogs, out of the way. There you go. Look, something to interact with. I mean, just look at it. This is the view. I mean, it is absolutely stunning, but another problem with it. I mean, when I was, oh, there you go. When I first got my 360, I got a game with it called Enchanted Arms. It had not, I think it was a launch title. It was a pretty standard Japanese RPG, but I always compare it to this because this and other ones, because it was actually fair. The story wasn't great, but it had a good and interesting battle system. But it was involving. You know, it had towns, maps, everything all the last Final Fantasy games had. And I'm sad to say it, but I actually bloody prefer it to this. Oh, that's a bit deafening. Oh my god, I was just looking so forward to this game, and it just fills me with absolute rage, just how uninvolved it is and uninspired. There's just nothing special about it besides the cutscenes. I mean, the whole world looks brilliant. It's absolutely beautiful. It's well drawn. It's graphically, it's amazing. But it's just, where's the rest of it? You know, where's the rest of the world? What am I playing this for? I've spent some serious time on this on the past week. I mean, I don't have much time. When I come in from work, I have maybe an hour or two before I have to do the rest of stuff. And all of it has been going on this. Sadly, where's he going? I mean, like I say, the story is just, maybe, you know, there's bound to be some people who like it. I just don't get on with it at all. It's just very droll, not very exciting, and nothing seems to happen. Now, I've been told that the game world opens up after a set amount of time, which I'm really hoping that will improve it, but I can't see how, because you're not going to have access to any shops. You're only going to be able to do complete side quests, which are just going to involve running down corridors and getting in battles. And my god, I think I'm running out of complaints. Let's have a look at techniques. That's the scan, by the way, Libra. You scan them. You pretty much have to use it every time you see a new enemy. Otherwise, they just keep doing the standard attacks. I see down the right hand side there, you've got the different types and what the weakness is, and you can do the same with bosses. Abilities. This character's got a low deer, Aora. That's an all attack. Wee, pretty. Oh yeah, well, I think guys, I've pretty much talked myself out on this. I don't like it. You know, it's supposed to be next gen. You expect something special from the Final Fantasy games, and we've effectively ended up with Fahrenheit. It's probably close as a Final Fantasy game will come to a quick time event type title. To be fair, the cutscenes don't have that in. I will say that there's no quick time events, but you think half the time that maybe they should have put some in just to pass the time, just to make it that a little bit more interesting. So overall, what do I think about it? Well, you know, I hate it, but I think it deserves some of the a lot of the bad press. To me, it's pretty much a Marmite game. You either love it or you hate it. But for me, Final Fantasy games, you know, it's towns, it's cities, it's dungeons, it's exploration. You know, it's a whole realised world with baddies in and stuff. It's not bloody corridors and a couple of battles with cutscenes tagged on. So yeah. Anyway guys, I'm going to cut it short. Bloody hell, 25 minutes of non-stop talking. You must all be sick to death of me. I said, please don't unsubscribe or go mental at me. This is just my personal view. I've given this a lot of time and effort to play. I'm not getting on with it. I mean, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I will push on to the end just to get through it. But yeah, I think my opinion's pretty much set on it by now. It's pretty poor title. I know Viper29 loves this to bits, and all fair play to him. You know, if it's your type of game, then poof, straight in for it. But for me, I've got to say, maybe next time Square will have something a lot better to look at. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I will do my best to post another video soon.